Hi, I'm Scott Ware with Radiance Magazine and Radiance Channel on Xpnsion Network. And I have with me Tina and Kelly, a dynamic couple from Scottsdale who represent a company called UFORIA, who basically give you the exact supplement you need according to your DNA. And I believe I heard your DNA does not lie. Isn't that correct, Tina and Kelly?
Absolutely.
That is correct.
Now, I know when I met you guys together, you described to me, Kelly, that you had a lot of problems that went away once you started taking this, and it's because it was just the thing you need, which, Tina, yours was completely different, which your DNA report showed. Can you go into that?
Sure. You know what? I think most people are interested in their health, and they want to keep up their bodies and be in shape. Some people have figured out that when you swab your DNA, and it tells you exactly what your body needs instead of what they do now, which is mostly guesswork. You're standing down the aisle, you're looking at things, and you're trying to figure out, do I need this? Do I need that? Should I take 500 milligrams or 1,000? I mean, it's so confusing. There's so many products on the market, but what would it look like if you're just taking one? And for me, because I had nutrition made just for me, it was amazing, and it has my name on it. In fact, there's my name. One of the things that I first got was certainty that I was taking exactly what I needed. But, moreover, I really had a lot of my ailments, go away.
Should we talk about your feet right away?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things for me. It was very hard because you can't see any, I don't have a cast or nothing, like I have a broken leg.
But you had to keep sitting down. You had to keep sitting down because all that time you spent in the military on your feet, was that part of it?
Yeah, military and doing construction for most of my life. And for 11 years I suffered from just standing. It hurt. To stand, and it's one of those injuries that you can't really pinpoint. They don't have a cure for it necessarily, and the biggest cure that I was told by my doctor is that I have to just sit down all the time. And of course, my patience is a little bit better than a 2-year-old. I don't like to sit down and stay in one place. I like to get around. So devastating for me, and to have this after months taking this, it was miraculous. And it was one of those things that it wasn't like a day, but like I noticed and Tina noticed, wow, I'm not complaining about my feet anymore. This is amazing. This is it.
Right.
So for me, it was actually the opposite. When I did my DNA test, I don't have any aches and pains. I don't really have any issues yet, except I was adopted. Not that that's an issue, but it was an issue when I go to the doctor and they ask me what runs in my DNA, because I have no idea. And they don't ask that because they're, just curious. There's a specific reason. Every doctor you go to will ask you what runs in your family history, because that will be the path they put you on.
Right.
So for me, not knowing any of that, my mom, I was taking Flintstones and vitamin C, and my mom was a big believer in supplements and vitamins. And by the time I was in my late 30s, I had a cupboard that probably had thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Every time Dr. Oz said this, I would buy it, or Women's Magazine, I'd go buy that. And then
you made all of Dr. Oz's smoothies?
Yeah, all of them. And then when I heard this concept, they said you could do a DNA swab, 18 genes we're testing for, all the important ones like your heart, your liver function, immunity, inflammation, your vitamin D, the strength of your bones, brain health, all these very important as you age, including energy, 2 genes for energy and 2 genes for healthy weight management. So I didn't know any of the answers to that. I got my DNA report. It's not so bad, but based on my own DNA, there are 67 ingredients that I need every single day.
How many do you need, Kelly?
Yeah, a lot of those I had in my cupboard, but I was taking randomly.
Yeah. And how many did you need, Kelly?
78 is what I take.
Okay.
78 ingredients. So everybody's is different. And one of the things we can't tell people is is this gonna, what it's gonna do for you necessarily, because none of us know, because it's all dependent on your DNA report. So once you get that, it really tells you exactly what you have going on and what you're going to need and what your DNA says you need on a daily basis. And that's where the certainty part comes in, and people really have this sense of relief that they're doing something, that they're not wasting time or money, and they're not guessing anymore. And plus, you only have one product in your cupboard. You know, it
Right.
frees up a lot more space in your kitchen or bathroom.
It does.
Cabinets.
Well, and before, okay, so I was a client before you, and I had a business connection, but so I'm almost done with my first month. And before I talk about the effects of what's happened, I want you to talk about the privacy issues around the DNA and how well you keep people's DNA private.
So we are fully HIPAA compliant, just like the doctor's office. If you were to go take a blood test with your doctor, they cannot share the information of those results, and we cannot either. So full HIPAA compliance. They send you a very simple report. It shows green, good, no issue, potential future issues. Yellow means one of your parents passed it down, and red means both of your parents. So they make it very simple for the average person to go through a 35-page report and see exactly where your future issues may lay. And then your ingredient list, it's vegan, whole food, it's raw nutrition. You can get it in powder or vegan capsule.
Organic?
It is, well, there are
Non-GMO.
some standards for organic we don't meet because some of our ingredients come from Brazil, like the acai berry and such. So full of berries.
Okay.
It is non-GMO, it is gluten-free, and it is considered a whole food raw product.
Okay. All right. So I'd gotten this from you, and then we got to talking, and then you got into Radiance Magazine, and so I have felt certain effects. And Kelly, you said there was a possibility that I'd be able to replace my probiotics like you did because certain foods didn't digest. So I was taking probiotics every day, and for the most part, I would say yes, that is accurate. I have not bought them, and things have been great. There's also, I was hoping a left knee pain was going to maybe go away, but that didn't happen. But I did have some toothaches that were alleviated, and it was a consistent ache, and then they went away since I started taking them. So I can't say everyone's will, but everyone's going to have a different effect. I also feel like I've been feeling great.
Kelly's knee pain, it was on month 3 or 4. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Month 3 or 4. So you still got a couple of months to get it in your system. Your cells regenerate every 120 days. And one of the genes we test for is mitochondria. So that's the powerhouse of every cell. So once you have it in your body for a few months, your cells start to regenerate. You never know what could happen.
I just, obviously I loved it from the get-go. I love the fact that the two of you said, and Tina, you admitted you didn't really feel much, but you were pretty healthy, and but you believed in the concept because you've been involved with it for about 10 years. You understood it fully. And Kelly, you had effects right away, and then over the months, life just got better and better and better. And even through the product, you met Tina, so that worked out for both of you.
It did.
Is it a dating service? Another thing that this company does?
You know, it's funny because we have older children now. My son's 21, and every time he dates a different girl, I think, well, you're going to get her DNA right because my grandkids, that's their, you know that in advance. That's going to be the dating thing. It's not going to be how much money do you make? What kind of car do you drive? It's going to be, show me your DNA report. That's the important stuff.
Exactly. Well, and it just makes so much sense. It says, okay, so whatever you've been given in life and whatever may be lacking in nutrients, this is going to be the exact complement for that. It's going to be the exact things that you need, and in mostly organic, non-GMO, healthy, blueberry extract, etc. form, in the form of capsules you take morning and night. That's pretty good. That appealed to me a lot.
Well, and I just want to add the ingredients themselves. We've had pharmacists look at this list and go, oh my gosh, everything healthy you could possibly need is in there. And the ingredients are incredibly important, but even more important is the quantity. Because what we do is we don't just put a bunch of ingredients in a package and pull one from each and give it to you. We actually we mix it, formulate it down to the milligram based on exactly what you need. So it's not like you could take this and go try to replicate it at the supplement store, because you'd be buying all the wrong milligrams of each ingredient. And we have a product that has the only known compound in the world to repair damaged DNA in everybody's product. It's called AC11.
Where did UFORIA invent that or create that? What do you mean?
It's not invented. It's actually cat's claw, and it regenerates your cells. So it's the youth part of the product that really brings back your cells on a level to where you look younger.
Okay,
You look
excellent.
good for 70, right?
Wait, say that again?
I said, do we look good
Good
for 70?
Great. You look great for 70, yes.
We're not 70.
No, you're cumulative 70, maybe.
Almost 50. That's not bad.
Not bad. So I have a few more questions to ask you, but at this point, some people might want to know how to reach out to you. How can they reach out to you right now?
So every Tuesday night, we do a live webinar at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and that's at rockstarzoom.com. We do an informational just like this. We show the ingredients. We talk a little bit about DNA. And if they want to come on our live webinar, we always stay on after, answer questions, get to know everybody. But they can also go to our website, which is all spelled out, DNA4myhealth.com.
Perfect. Yes, because some of them are not going to want to wait till Tuesday. Okay, so tell me about some of the testimonials you've been getting from people who've been taking it. There's some really impressive results from this product.
Yeah, we have, so everybody's results, of course, are different. But some of the amazing ones I could think of is we have a gentleman that, gives platelets all the time. He donates his platelets. And after doing it for, I don't know how many years he's been doing it, but he literally got a call from the center he donates, and they asked him what happened or what's going on, because his platelets literally quadrupled.
After 3 months.
After 3 months. And they have to test them to see, and they wanted to know, if anything was wrong, but everything was right, because his count went up significantly. That was amazing.
Yes.
But we had people have their hair start to turn from gray to their natural color. Moles disappear.
Hair and nails growing like weeds.
That's right. You said
some people.
Say that again?
I said hair and nails growing like weeds, because I used to go get my nails done every 3 weeks. Now I can't go more than 2 weeks because they grow so fast.
Wow. Okay. And Kelly, you said a lot of moles disappeared on you.
Yes, that was something that was weird. I wasn't looking for it, but it was exciting to see that I didn't have some of them literally just disappeared. But it's interesting what happens when you give your body the right nutrition. It knows how to cure itself. I mean, it really is amazing what happens when you're taking it. And we have a lot of people saying they sleep better.
More energy is the biggest
their
one.
Digestive system, like I said, that was another one for me. Your probiotics people are taking, I stopped taking mine. I no longer do that.
Headaches. We have a lot of people that say they used to get consistent headaches, migraines, that started to dissipate when they started taking this.
That's amazing.
Pain is not fun. So we have a lot of people that have general aches and pains, just the aches and pains of aging. When you sleep better and you have more energy, the rest of it tends to fall in line too.
So I know that if people are spending money on probiotics, if they're spending money on a decent vitamin, if they're getting the extra magnesium or potassium or the oils you find in fish and all that. I mean, and again, we can't make, we're not going to make health claims. Check with your doctor, all of that. We're just talking here. But I mean, if you get exactly what you need, the cost of it is almost there with what I could see with what I was already spending versus spending this. So as far as I was more than halfway there, so it really was a good deal.
Yeah, and we will actually get a cost comparison. So once the DNA swab is $99, it's a one-time fee. You only need to do your DNA once because we're not changing your DNA. What we're doing is changing the expression of those genes, and only nutrition and lifestyle can change the expression of genes. They're studying it now at Stanford. It's called nutrigenomics. It's a big field of study now. They're teaching up and coming doctors on how to prevent illness and how to keep their patients healthier on a prevention basis. So once you get that test done for $99, it's $159 a month. Now, it depends. If you buy Centrum, that might seem more than what you spend, but anybody who buys 5 or 6 ingredients, any kind of antioxidants, probiotic, omegas, resveratrol, turmeric, AC11, 67 ingredients for only $159 is, to me, amazing.
And,
go ahead.
I was going to say, here's my invitation for anybody watching this right now, is that even if you're somebody that has not good eating habits, that you don't work out, you don't have any kind of exercise routine, or you do nothing. In fact, you might be at a place where you just have given up and said, forget about it. What's it going to do for me? My invitation is to take a look at this as doing something on a daily basis to combat or keep up with some of those bad lifestyle habits that we all have. I mean, we don't eat perfectly. We know that we probably should eat even better, but we're also doing something on a daily basis that really gets results and is doing something good for our bodies. So, my invitation is to take a look and come on and ask us questions, at least find out and get the information instead of wasting your time guessing or doing nothing at all. This is worth it.
I agree. That's a good pitch. Thank you. In closing, what do you want people to know about this product? That was good. I mean, that could be answer the question, but Tina, what do you want people to know about this?
I guess the question is, when you go to the vitamin aisle and there's 7 other people in the store looking at the same vitamins, have you ever just thought to yourself, if we all pick the same thing off the shelf, which one of us are not getting the right thing they need? Probably all of us, right? Everybody agrees that everybody needs vitamin D every day, right? Everybody. But do you think you need the same amount of vitamin D as your spouse or your neighbor or your kids or your mom? If you all shop at the same store and you're all buying the same supplement, there's zero possibility you're actually getting the right amount of vitamin D you need every day.
Right. We're not certain of what we need.
Right.
Until now, we get the certainty.
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, tell them again where they can reach you, how they can reach out to you.
Well, the website is all spelled out, DNA4myhealth.com. You can get to us. There's a contact button at the top right. You can contact us, email us is fine. Tina Malsom or Kelly Vincent is our full names. You can find us on Facebook. We both have Facebook pages. You'll notice it because there's UFORIA all over it.
Yep. Okay. And they can find you at radiancemagazine.org when this is out. And we'll see your information in there as well. And at all the events, or a lot of the events that are happening. Thanks for coming on and sharing that. Like I said, it's been great. I recommend it as well. And what's not to love?
Thank you so much, Scott,
Thanks,
for having
Scott.
us.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone, for watching.